modus operandi, the totalitarian tiptoe, I call it. This is used all the time by these reptilian bloodlines. And if it works, why change it? That is the understanding that if you're going from A to Z in one leap, then people might look up and say, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Because the change is so great. So what you do is you do it in little steps. And the little steps are projected as unconnected to the other steps, and eventually you're where you need to get with minimal opposition because you've done it in steps. Now, of course, it's become the totalitarian sprint since 9/11. The European Union is a classic example of that, where we've gone from a free trade area, just good for jobs, tiptoe since the 50s and 60s, and now we're in a fully fledged super state in Europe, which is nothing more than a dictatorship. The other thing, modus operandi, and this is key, is to sell people religions to believe in. Now, these are not just religious religions, if you know what I mean. They could be the religion of sport. They could be which I love, but when it takes your life over, it becomes a religion. It becomes a limiting thing rather than something you can enjoy. The religions of the celebrity stuff, that's another bloody religion. There's loads of different religions. But if we take the religious religions, if you like, they're the same. This is another Neil Haig image. These different religions all have common themes. They're common themes of control, of hierarchy, of standing between you and the infinite you already are, and selling the same story in different ways and calling it a different religion. At the time of this, the end of this global society, it went off into different isolated enclaves and became different versions of that original knowledge. And one of the things that's come through history is the moon and sun religion. The religion using the symbolism of the sun and the moon, which has been manifested as the sun god and the sun goddess. Now, this has many connotations. On some levels, it's worship of the sun, but on deeper levels of knowledge, these are symbolic of deep esoteric and vibrational, mathematical, geometrical concepts. It depends what level you're meeting the knowledge at, what level you have access to. But in theme, you've got the sun god, a moon goddess religion. And it comes out of this area, other areas of the world too, but it comes out of this area, and out of here has come basically all the major religions. No accident whatsoever, because they're different versions of the same religious construct, which is designed to control, suppress, and cut us off from the full magnitude of who we are. Out of this area here, and a little bit beyond, has come Judaism, has come Christianity, has come Islam, and just around down here has come Hinduism and so on. And also through the Khazars and all the rest of it has come Judaism as well, and being passed around the world. And these religions, in their various forms, have had a massive impact on human control and controlling human belief systems to believe in little me and in believing in limitation rather than the magnitude of who you are. So many religions have this law that you cannot claim to be God. You have to be subservient to God. Exactly what the reptilian bloodlines want. So again, we have the pyramid structure. And when you get to the top, these religions and others go up to the same people, the same force that are orchestrating this whole thing of control. And what you're doing, or what people are doing when they worship this God through these various religions connected to the same force, is they are worshipping the reptilian bloodlines that are controlling this energetic construct we call religion under its various names. And when you worship, you project energy, and you are feeding this force by thinking you are worshipping a god when you're worshipping these. And I have to say, and I might be controversial here, I don't know, I have known to be, I think I think there's a lot of this whole New Age area, you know, of ascended masters and all the Blavatsky stuff and Ashtar Command. I say that that is a belief system controlled by the same force, which is also trawling that bloody energy as we go along. Because I wonder, you know, Orwell had this thing. He had a very, very good, important concept, which he called doublethink. It was the ability to think two completely opposite things and believe both to be true at the same time. Now, you can do that if you're looking at something from one point of observation, you're looking at it from another. You can see it from a different point of observation, and both can be true from that point of observation. But we're talking about looking at something within the same point of observation and still believing both things are true. So we have a situation where people talk about we're oneness, and we're all one, and we're all part of the great whole. And the same people then lift their heads up and start worshipping some sodding deity. What's going on? It's either we are one, therefore we look everything in the eye, or we're not, and therefore we worship some deity in the sodding sky. I mean, what's going on? Energy flows where attention goes. Very true. What you put your attention to, your energy flows to. When you reach the point of worship, that attention becomes magnified, and the worship energy feeds these entities who are sitting at the top of this religious pyramid saying, I'll have dessert, please, thank you. Oh, I'll have Hindu for main, thanks very much. They're trawling this energy, and religion is a wonderful construct they've got to trawl that energy. I'll give you an example of this one construct that manifests itself under different names. Babylon. Babylon was a major center of the reptilian bloodlines following Sumer, and out of Babylon has come so much. That's why I call it Babylondon, because it's just the present-day manifestation in London of the Babylonian brotherhood, Babylonian energy. They had a trinity. Nimrod, the father god, the sun god, who was also known as Baal, the sun god Baal and Bel. Queen Semiramis was the female part of the trinity, also known as Ishtar, or Ishtar. That's where Easter comes from. And Queen Semiramis is known under many, many names, under different goddesses. And one of the things that allows this thing to become more clear is when you realize so often all these different names of goddesses around the world, goddess of this, goddess of that, it's actually different expressions of the same concept out of Babylon. Then you have Tammuz, who was the mirror image in Babylon thousands of years before Jesus, of Jesus. Now, Queen Semiramis was the sun goddess of Babylon, symbolized by the sun. You see the Ishtar Gate in Iraq, that's Semiramis. This is a original Babylonian image of Queen Semiramis, Ishtar, and with the owls and the lion. But the owls are very connected, to the symbolism, to this goddess. And what happened after Babylon is that the Illuminati network center moved from Babylon, eventually relocated to Rome, and became the Roman Church. This is why the holy days of the Roman Church mirror the holy days of the Babylonian Church. This is why the concepts and symbolism of the Roman Church mirror that of the Babylonian Church, because it's the Church of Babylon relocated. And to this day, I think you've already heard talked about today, to this day, the Church of Rome, the Church of Babylon, is massively, massively involved in the manipulation network of the bloodlines and the networks that control the planet. Now, in Babylon, Queen Semiramis was known as the Queen of Heaven. When they moved to Rome, they invented Christianity, which was just another version of the Babylonian religion, and they put all the attributes of Queen Semiramis in Babylon onto Mother Mary. So Mother Mary became the Queen of Heaven. She's the Semiramis symbolism in the Roman Church, which became the Christian Church. On the left is the way the Babylonians symbolized Queen Semiramis, the moon goddess, and the sun, Tammuz. On the right, of course, Mother Mary and Jesus.